What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Midwest Madness YouTube video. I'm Isaac, and I'm going to be telling you guys a little bit about how to gain 10,000 followers on Instagram in this video. So I know a lot of you guys, if you're hunting related accounts, which I assume most of you probably are, or fishing, same thing applies. It can be hard to gain 10,000 followers in a space where your hashtags are limited, photos are censored, all that kind of jazz, and it's no fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain a few ways that I was able to reach 10,000 followers in a pretty short amount of time, and how hopefully I can help you. So with that being said, I want to tell you guys a little bit about mine first. So my business is Midwest Madness. It's at midwest.madness on Instagram. I'll try to throw this up here for you guys. I'm trying not to shake my table here too much. If you look here, focus camera, here's my Instagram feed. This is what it looks like right here. And this is what I'm going to be drawing off of. You probably can't tell that up there, but right now we're sitting at 11,360 some odd and change followers. Now that's not a lot, and what I'll say about that is that we're growing, and you guys can grow too. So my tip number one on growing 10,000 followers organically on Instagram is create engaging content. Now, creating engaging content, I hesitate when I say that because some people just think, oh, well, if I post a lot, whatever, I will be able to just saturate the market and get 10,000 followers easily. And to that, I'll say people have to actually care about what you're posting to want to engage with it and to follow you. So first and foremost, you have to create engaging content, no matter what that is. So if you are a merch brand, you've got to create good merch because people aren't going to buy your merch. They don't care who you are. That's one thing that I've learned. People don't care who you are. People don't care what your dream is, whatever. The only thing they care about is if you are entertaining to them. So with that being said, creating engaging content is kind of hard, but it's not as hard as you might think. You just have to think outside of the box about what someone would want to see. If you were the viewer, what would you want to watch? What do you type into YouTube? Think about that, or whatever type of accounts you follow on Instagram, and do that. A little side tip to that is you can go to the bigger accounts that you follow, that you might engage with, that you might like, and kind of take a look at their profile and see what kind of content they're creating, and figure out a way to be original, but to come up with a similar scheme of what some bigger accounts that are in your field are doing. So that's my tip number one. Now, tip number two, this is incredibly important. I think the biggest separator in big accounts versus small accounts in initial growth is the use of hashtags. So hashtag use is something that's extremely important because it allows you to be put in front of customers or followers or whoever your target audience is without paying for that reach. Now, Instagram's organic reach has gone way down. Eventually, if you listen to Gary Vee or anything like that like I do, you'll know that eventually Instagram's organic growth is going to be that of something like Facebook right now, which basically is terrible. You can't get any organic reach on Facebook right now, and Instagram is trending that way. So you need to get on it now. Hashtag research is important because Instagram allows you 30 hashtags per post, and in those you have to be specific. So there are a couple different types of hashtags, long tail and short tail. I'm not going to describe those in this video because this is just a vague overview. So if you want to know more about those, let me know down in the comments, and I'll be glad to do a video about those for you. But there's those two different type of hashtags, and to sum it up, basically one is for a broader audience to potentially get you out there, and one is for your more niche, more specific results. So in my hunting page, for instance, let me just go to a recent post that I have here. So I'm going to click on a recent post, and I'm going to pull up my hashtags here. So I've maxed out all 30 of my hashtags on this post, and what I did was, in order to figure out whether these hashtags would be good, is I search them. So for instance, let's take hashtag bowhunter. That hashtag is going to be a very generic hashtag, and right now Instagram is limiting a lot of the hashtag stuff, so I can't really see a ton of reach on here. But basically the top post on here, 5,000 likes, 100 comments. Then this one has 142 likes. This one, 9,000 likes. So they're gonna be pretty up there. That's a big hashtag. You're gonna have to create a really good post in order to trend at the top of that hashtag. That's important. I think you should still try to include some of those long tail hashtags just on the off chance that your content goes viral, and then it will trend at the top of those bigger hashtags and get you even more reach. That hashtag bow hunter in the hunting world would be considered kind of a long tail hashtag, so to speak. It's going to be somewhere up around, a couple million overall tags. Now, one of these tags that I'm using on here, I'm using Onyx Hunt. So Onyx is a map brand that we use as a company, and probably if you're a hunter or a fisherman, you're probably familiar with Onyx as well. That tag I can't see on here right now, but I believe it has somewhere around 70,000 uses on this specific tag. Now the very top post on here, the top 2 have 2,000 likes. So I know that I will be able to compete in this field at that amount of likes at around 10,000 followers, because on average I'm getting around 500 likes per post. So I know that I'm not too far off of the top trending post. If I get a post that does really well, I can get 1,000 to 1,500 likes, and I'm right there in the top of that hashtag. So that's definitely very important. If you go down to another hashtag, you can just tag a bunch of different things, but you need to research them. So if you're a smaller account, say you are 1,000 followers right now, you would probably want to be majority of your tags around the 25 to 50,000 tags mark for that specific hashtag. For the majority of, I'd say 20 out of 30 of your hashtags should be in 25,000 to 50,000 uses under those tags, and that's going to get you in a competitive market where you're going to be able to pop up in relevant posts and relevant feeds when people follow those hashtags, and that's going to get you more exposure and help you grow organically more. I'm not going to go too much more into hashtags. I can make that a whole separate video. I really love hashtag research, doing all that stuff. So if you want more on that, just let me know. I'll do another video. So the third tip that I have for you guys, I'm going to try to keep this video short and sweet. The third tip that I have for you is engagement. Make sure you engage daily. If you're posting, if you're not posting, whatever. Engage with your followers, with fellow followers of other pages that are similar to yours. You should be commenting 100 times a day on Instagram. Now that doesn't mean spam, that doesn't mean commenting an emoji or a fire emoji on something. That specifically means going through related content of people that would either be your followers or pages that you would work with, and comment 100 times a day on relevant posts. That's going to get people clicking on your profile, going to search and see what you have, and then hopefully if you have engaging content and you follow the other 2 steps previously, people are going to convert that into a follow most of the time, or at least engage with you and start building a relationship within your brand. That's extremely important. I can't overstress that enough. There are huge accounts with hundreds of thousands of followers that have very low engagement rates, simply because they don't engage with their followers, with their customers, and so in turn their insights are down. They're not being shown as much on places. If Instagram sees you using their tools that they give you, they're going to reward you with that. With that, let me transition into our 4th tip, and that is use the features that Instagram gives you. So if Instagram they just recently rolled out Reels not too long ago, you need to be creating Reels. You need to be using what Instagram gives you. And so I'm just going to go over here to my Reels section real quick, and I'm just going to read off a couple things. So basically, the first couple Reels that I posted didn't do great. The first 3, they only got a couple hundred plays, but I didn't post them to my feed. And I was wondering why that was. Well, when I posted my first reel to my feed, first thing that I did was make sure it was an engaging reel. One thing that you can do is you can post your videos on TikTok, and if they do good on TikTok, they will likely do good on Instagram Reels. So the first one that I posted on the feed got 4,945 plays. That's really good organic reach, and that's just the number of plays. Now, whether or not, right now you can't really see insights on Reels, but what you can do is you can analyze your insights after you post a few Reels and just kind of see, are your followers trending up? You know, are your comments engaging more? Are you getting more story reactions and things like that? And that will let you know kind of if those are working. So now I'm up to my highest viewed reel. I've got 6,583, and those are pretty low views on Reels for similar accounts, to be honest with you. But that's how many times somebody is playing that piece of content that you created. And Instagram is gonna reward you if you continue to use their features. Stories, you should be posting, 10 to 15 stories a day, along with commenting. If you're posting 10 to 15 stories a day, just updating people about what's going on, let them know what you're doing in your daily life. People love to live vicariously through other people, and I can't stress that enough. Sometimes telling someone, hey, today I'm gonna go out and try to film a video. What do you guys wanna see? Post a questions sticker on a story, and let your followers start to engage with you on those tools. And Instagram is gonna see you using their app and their tools, and so they're gonna push your content more to encourage you to continue using the tools that they give you. Along with that, I would also say to use IGTV. IGTV is something that you kind of got to be careful with. It has to be creative because people aren't, if it's longer than a minute and it's not entertaining, people aren't going to watch it. But still, I think you should be creating, 3 to 5 IGTVs every, week or 2 weeks, depending on your content scheduling, what you're doing. If you've got YouTube videos, you can post them on IGTV as long as they're short. And that's definitely a great thing to do. Same with the highlights tab. Just use what Instagram is giving you. Those tools are kind of some things that have helped me grow to 10,000 followers, very quickly. And then there's just a few things that are tangible things that you can do to help yourself grow. And so along with that, my fifth tip, sorry if I'm stumbling over my words here a little bit. It's early morning. My fifth tip is to post more. You should be posting at least one time a day. At least one time on your feed a day. That way your followers are continuously seeing you on the app. They're going to associate you with the Instagram app. They're going to want to follow you. And they know every day they can come check back to see what you guys are up to see what you're doing. And that is a good way to make sure that Instagram continues to optimize your things in the feed. If you're consistently using their app, they're going to consistently put you in front of eyes. If you're erratic, every 3 days, then a week, then a week and a half, and then 3 days in a row, Instagram's not going to know how to prioritize that. And in turn, your pictures are going to be shown at the bottom of the feed, and you do not want that. I think that's a good measure. Definitely once a day, every day of the week. But if you really want to take it up, there's some accounts. There's an account that I'm actually good friends with. His name is Weston Smith. If you guys know Weston, he's a great guy, and he was actually able to grow to almost, I think he's right at 90,000 followers right now. He started his account about 2 years ago. And what he did was he did all of these tips that I'm telling you, hashtags, engagement, all of that stuff, but he posted 3 times a day and continues to post 3 times a day as much as he possibly can to saturate the market. Now, for me, I don't quite have that same amount of content or that same amount of time, and I really respect Weston, and I think that's a great example of where you can be if you have the time and if you want to dedicate that amount of time and seriousness to growing your Instagram. That's a very great way to do it. It's not feasible for everybody. So if that's not you, that's okay. But I'm just saying, if you want to post more, you will be in front of followers' eyes more. My last and final tip is just be yourself. Be honest. Don't try to put on and be somebody that you're not. No one cares about that. No one cares about, you being fake, you taking grip and grin photos all the time and only posting the hunts when you're successful, or only posting when you had a good trip, or whatever, just be honest with people. Tell them if you got something going on. If you have to work and you can't hunt, update that on your story. Let people know, because people appreciate honesty. People appreciate people that are real, and they want to follow people that are like-minded like them. You know, they relate much more to people who are honest and who just tell them how it is straight up, and who don't, who don't beat around the bush, who don't pretend to be perfect. People engage with those people and are drawn to those people naturally. So those are my tips for helping you grow your account from 0 to 10K. I hope that helped you guys. If you liked it, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and then drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you want to see next. Let me know what you guys might find good and engaging. And if you guys want me to continue along this way on how to get to 15K, 20K, and beyond, just let me know. I'd love to know your thoughts, your comments, all that good stuff. But with that being said, I'm going to get out of here. I've got more videos to go film. So thanks for watching, and we will catch you guys on the next video of Midwest Madness. Peace.